Hello everyone. I'd like to share my latest project. I've been meaning to do this video for the last few days. I was waiting for an item to add to the kit, but it hasn't arrived, so I'll put up the video and add the item later. So this is a tin case I bought a while back. It had crayons in it, and I removed the crayons, and my intention was to make a journal to fit this case. And then Liz from the Paper Project made a small traveler's notebook with the Artemis collection Nature Walk, and then I knew what I wanted to do with it. She did a beautiful job. Liz also showcases my items from my Etsy shop. She's my one-member design team, so she does a beautiful job and does beautiful work. And that's Liz from the Paper Project. So the top is all wallflower paper collection from Tim Holtz, and in the journal, which is inside, I have some items from the Artemis digital printable kit Nature Walk. So this is I put some fabric that I sewed to black cardstock. I fussy cut items from the Tim Holtz wallpaper paper collection. And also this is one of his word bands. It says "Enjoy the Journey." Also on the handle, attached with a ball chain, is a luggage type tag, and it says "This kit belongs to." So if you remove it from the ball chain, it can be slid out and include your name. And it has a piece of vellum here in the front. And when you open it up, the inside the top cover are two gusseted envelopes that I made, and this is from the wallflower paper collection, Tim Holtz. I'll just put this here for now. Okay, there. In these two envelopes with a gusset, one has oops, sorry, not a frame. There's a few pages of watercolor paper, and it's held in the cover with a magnet. And it's with a magnet, and you can just pull it away with this tab. And in this envelope is sketch paper. So there's the envelope with the gusset. So there's lots of room to include some other items of choice. The bottom of the kit on the left hand side, I'll take this out, it'll probably be easier. Excuse me, I made this envelope with a feather, with the definition of feather. And in the envelope is this is a Project Life graph card for journaling. And this idea of envelope is from Jibbid Neri on YouTube. She also does beautiful work, very creative. I find her work is art. And there's the bottom of the left-hand side of the kit. I also made this envelope with a dried flower from my yard, and a little tab to put a date. And here I did a closer with some eyelets, and it opens up, and again there's that Project Life graph card. And I included 3 craft envelopes that I stamped. And these stamps are from Dina Wakley Scribbly Bird Cousins stamp set. And it has that little tag that says the date, the place, notes, the details. And inside of each, again, the Project Life graph card. And I think they all have a little bit of washi tape on the corner. There's also 3 postcards on kraft cardstock with different flowers. And I took 3 glassine envelopes, which are in my Etsy shop in different sizes. And this is the Tim Holtz washi tape that matches the wallflower paper collection. These are die cuts from the Tim Holtz butterflies, and a label with the black rim. And there's 3 of those, and in each I put an index card. I just cut the length, but I left the width. I keep getting out of frame. Okay. And then I did a little field notes notepad with a clip and a feather charm. And in this little pad, it's just paper with the date, just to keep some notes before can be included in the journal, or just a little notebook. And in the middle is a time sheet with some washi tape, and again more paper with the date stamp on it. And there are 6 little seed packets, and it says seed type, date collected from. And then on the right hand side is the journal, which is tied down with this seam binding, and at the end is a charm of a leaf. And this is attached to the tin container, and the journal comes out. And and this is the right hand side. This is where the tie down is, and I'll just move that aside. And this is the journal, and the cover has the same concept as the tin container. The fabric and some fussy cutting of the wallflower paper, and this word band says "Capture Life's Moments." And this is Tim Holtz, and it's hard. I made it with chipboard. It's I forgot to give you the measurements. The tin case is 8 inches by. Sorry, I'll bring it back. Sorry about that. Is 8 inches by 10.5 inches. Okay. And the journal, I'll get my notes out, because I'll forget. The journal is 5.5 by, it's 5 1/4, 7.5 with a 1-inch spine. This is a Tim Holtz button, and it holds some book markers, which you'll see later. And this is from the Artie Mae's Nature Walk DigiKit. This is vellum from the Tim Holtz Wallflower Collection, craft paper. This is from the Artie Mae's DigiKit. Artie Mae's DigiKit Tim Holtz. I just folded it over, and this is also Artie Mae's. Some ledger paper, and a nice big tag with the Nature Walk DigiKit. I'll say Nature Walk. Some more craft paper. This is from an old gardening book, a vintage gardening book, and it says Strange Relationships of Ants and Plants. But I liked this this image here. This is the trumpet creeper, and attracts 3 kinds of pollinators with 2 different types of nectar: the bumblebee, there's ants, and the hummingbird. This is a bit of stamping, and this is from the Tim Holtz wildflower die. And this paper, which I used to call parchment paper, I find out it's cotton paper, and there's different types. There's the parchment style in ivory, then there's the granite style in ivory, and just plain ivory. So it's cotton paper, not parchment paper. In the middle of the first signature, because there are two signatures, I made an envelope that closes with a magnet, and also I put some gusset with a couple of journaling cards from the Nature Walk DigiKit. This is from the Edith Holden book, gardening book, and this is from the Marty Mays DigiKit, Nature Walk. Some journaling cards. This is a glassine bag from my Etsy shop, which I also have in different sizes. And I typed Let's Go for a Nature Walk by Norman Hale Jr. And a journaling card, another journaling card, both from the Nature Walk Artie Mays kit. That's that vintage book on gardening. Kraft paper, Artie Mays. The other side of the ledger paper, and this is also from the Artie Mays kit. This journaling card. A quarter tuck from the Artie Mays DigiKit with two of her journaling cards on cotton paper. Another wildflower die cut from Tim Holtz, the Artie Mays DigiKit. The other side of the vellum from Nature Walk, Artie Mays. And the back of the first signature. And here are the page markers, which is twine. And one has a charm of a bird, and the other has a dragonfly. This is wallflower, Tim Holtz wallflower paper. The Nature Walk kit, another vellum from the wallflower, Tim Holtz wallflower collection, craft paper. Artie Mays DigiKit, cotton paper, and here's another quarter tuck with a tag and two journaling cards from the Artie Mays kit. It's a beautiful kit. And ledger paper with a large tag. There is magic in everything. That's the Artie Mays craft paper. This is from an adult coloring book. I thought it was fitting with the collection of feather and sketch paper, nests, eggs. I just love that. This is from Artie Mays. Yes, Artie Mays. And here is a another glassine envelope from my Etsy shop. I did some fussy cutting from a leftover. Thankful for the small things in life. Another piece of die cut. That's the die from Wallflower, Tim Holtz. And here's another luggage tag. I originally made it to put on the tin case, but it was too large, so I included it in here. This is fussy cutting from the Artie Mays Nature Walk. Adventure Awaits. The middle of the second signature is the Midori style, Midori style file folder that I like. And in here is the negative from one of the Tim Holtz wildflower dies. And I made a journaling card with it. And this is from the Artie Mays Nature Walk kit. These are also from the Artie Mays DigiKit that I downsized. These little tags or tickets. And here's a little envelope, craft envelope. I did some fussy cutting. And inside, there's a little journaling card from the Tim Holtz paper collection. On this side, this is from Tim Holtz. That's from the Nature Walk DigiKit. And here is also from the Nature Walk. Did you get some tickets? And Tim Holtz paper collection. Just a little craft envelope. Okay. This is from the Edith Holden book. I did some fussy cutting of the March Marigold. And, sorry. A journaling card from the Artie Mays Digi Kit. Also some more tickets. Just beautiful colors. This Tim Holtz. And that cotton paper. More journaling cards from the Artie Mays Digi Kit. Kraft paper. That's a Digi Kit. And also here in this ledger pocket is also from Artie Mays, this large ticket. And I made this paper clip, and there's a dried aster flower that I've put behind some vellum and did some sewing, and I'm just I typed the word aster. And another die from the Wildflower, Tim Holtz Wildflowers, from the Digi Kit, craft paper. Here's the other side of that vellum from my Tim Holtz Wallflower, the Digi Kit, and this is from also the Artie Mays Nature Walk. It's an envelope with a journaling card, and the back of the second signature. And here's the back of the journal. I did some stitching on these cards. So that's the Nature Walk kit. I'll be listing it in my Etsy shop shortly. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.